Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jessica and today I have my rolling BYOP Pan That Palette update for you. This is something that Dana and I created. We initially put it in to the Pantastic Ladies for the to be voted on in the poll for the Pan That Palette theme, but then it didn't get chosen. It went pretty far, but it didn't get chosen, but we wanted to do it anyway, kind of like we're doing with the Better Together that Paula created. It was voted on. It did not win the final, which is cool because we always have that option to do it outside of the Pantastic Ladies, even if it doesn't go in the group. And so that's kind of what we've done this year. So the BYOP, it was submitted by myself and Dana, and we are kind of doing it a little bit different than a standard Pan That palette. We each picked 9 shades that we put in here, 9 singles. They can be depotted, it doesn't matter, just something that you can put into a magnetic palette. And we have the option to just hit pan on something or to finish it. We can roll it out whenever we want. We're really just building our own palettes and playing with what we want to play with. And it's just whatever goals that we want, that's what we're going for. I know that Dana is trying to finish some. I personally am only trying to hit pan because that's my goal this year, to use all the things and hit pan on all the things. So I'm sticking with 9. You don't have to pick 9. You can have 3. You could have 23. You could have 89. Whatever you want to do, it doesn't matter. You just build it however you want, and you know, you do your thing. You do you, boo. So there is a bunch of people that have joined in. I do know that Misty joined in the very beginning. Steph has joined in. I know there's other people. I just cannot remember off the top of my head. Those that I am aware of are going to be listed down below. If you're doing it and I don't have you listed down below, just put a little comment down there and I will get you added into my description box. Even if I've already posted it, I will go back and edit the description box, so anyone else that watches after that, they will see it. So as of last update, I had 1 roll out and 1 roll in. I had, you know, so essentially I can feel a dog hair on my lip, and that's about to double in this house. So yeah, I had 1 that I had hit pan on, and as of this moment, I now have a second one that I've hit pan on for the year, and I'm very excited about it because this is not one I was expecting to hit pan on, and one of them that I did expect to hit pan on, I didn't. So it works out. I still have a roll out and roll in, and that is my goal for every single month, to have at least 1 roll out and roll in. So the one that I did hit pan on is a Coastal Scents Hot Pot in Blackberry. I always want to call it Black Cherry, but it's Blackberry. It is super dark and I really like it. It was great for like the outer V. I could use it as a liner. I used it, you know, like in this area, because sometimes it just feels a little thin there, especially since my hair fell out all last year and it's not fully grown back in. It's working on it, but it's not fully there. So I have used that in many different ways. I really enjoy this, but I have a magnetic palette in my drawer down here. I'm just keeping all of the ones that have pan in it so that I can play next year and try to finish some of these off. So definitely enjoyed that, but yep, it's going back into the collection. All right, my husband's texting me on the computer while I'm trying to film. Slow down there. All right, I have made some progress. I'm going to show you these one at a time. The first one is Peach Fuzz from Coastal Scents. I definitely have got a little baby dip going on in there. It is far from pan, but that's okay. We're just going to keep working on it. I have a lot of very similar shades that are what I would consider like inner lid shades or inner corner shades. And yeah, I have like a bunch of them going on. So, you know, as long as I'm getting some progress on them, I'm very happy. Next up is one that I've used a few times since the last update. This is Coastal Scents Hot Pot Blue Hawaiian. You will notice there is definitely more of a dip in there. And I did not use it wet the last time, which is why it looks a little bit different. You can see where it looks a little kind of shiny and strange, like the color looks a little off, and then in the center of that there's the dip. So yeah, it is definitely getting there. I'm hoping to have pan in that by the next update, but we'll see. We will see how it goes. It is just not a color I can wear every day. I'm working on it, but you know how that goes. All right, next up is one that I rolled in last time that I thought for sure I was going to have pan in it because I could multitask it, but it turns out I couldn't multitask it the way that I wanted to. This is from the BH Cosmetics Bubs Beauty Bee palette. This is the shade Genuine, and it is a satin, and anyone that has dealt with satin shades know that they could go either way. They could pull more towards like matte, or they could pull more towards shimmer. This one definitely pulled more shimmery than matte. And I have some satins that are just so flat and they might as well be a matte. But this one, I tried it in my brows and I thought, oh, it's a great color for my brows. There was too much shimmer in it. It just didn't work. So yeah, it's going to take a little bit longer because I'm going to have to use it predominantly as an eyeshadow. And yeah, I got a lot of shades this color that are shimmery. Trying to drop things. It was not harmed. So it's just gonna have to stay in at least another month. We'll see what I can do with it in the next month. All right, next one up is Peach Puff, also Coastal Scents Hot Pot. I did use this a couple of times. You can just see like the surface is ever so slightly disturbed, and it was mostly just to blend out a crease that just, you know, it wasn't blending quite like I wanted it to, so this kind of blended it out just a little bit more. Next up, the crazy one. This one is Marmalade. Kind of reminds me of Bright Tangerine that I hit pan on in Pango last year. I did use this, I think, twice since the last update, but it's going to take a while. It's super pigmented and it's going to take a while. All right, this next one. It looks odd in the pan. This is Pomegranate Red Coastal Scents Hot Pot. I did use this as an actual eyeshadow, like in its, like this color red, but you'll notice the surface looks a little bit scraped, and I scraped the tiniest little bit off and used it loose, and I scraped a little bit of a blue off from my Pan That palette to create a purple, and that is why, like, I scraped off just enough to use it for like one use that day that I was putting it on my eyes. So that is why that surface looks a little bit crazy, but I'm making progress on it. One way or another, I'm making progress on it. Even if I have to franken a little bit here or there. And it's not that I don't like this red. I really do. I just have so many blues that I need to get through that, you know, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. Next up is Coastal Scents Hot Pot in Lavender. I only used this once, so like there's not even a true dip there, but you can see that I did use it. I like it. I just have a lot of purples. So, you know, it's going to take time. All right, and the very last one I'm going to show you is Bright Neon Pink. I used this once since the last update. It looks disturbed on the surface, but there is no real dip there. That one's going to take a while. Much like the orange and the red, they're just going to take some time because they're insanely pigmented. But I do like them. All right, so I need to roll something new in since Blackberry has rolled out. Did you see how I had to look at the back of it to make sure I wasn't calling it Black Cherry? This brain, I'm telling you. I do not know what this is called. This is from a Profusion Eyes palette that I got way back in the day. I know I posted it on Instagram. I probably could go look on Instagram and like enlarge, like if I have it on there, enlarge the this picture. Wow, I could zoom in. I don't know what's wrong with my brain, but I don't know what it's called, and it really doesn't matter because I only have 4 shades left of that palette, and this is one of them. I just want to hit pan on this. It looks very similar to the Blackberry that is rolled out. On the screen, I can't tell because they're so small. In person, this one is ever so slightly warmer than Blackberry, but I'm sure they're going to look the same on the eyes, so I will probably use this in the same manner as a liner, as like an outer V, crease. I might even try it in my brows. Who knows? It might work, and you know, we'll see if we can make some good progress on that. If I had to venture a guess, this is what the new one looks like. I could probably have pan in the one that I just rolled in if I use it consistently, because it's not a very deep pan. I might try to hit pan on Blue Hawaiian. I might give it a go on that one. I don't know if I can do it, but I might see if I can get very close. And I'm going to keep working really hard on this one. The other colors are just in here to play with. I do eventually want to hit pan on them, but they're not any of the shades that I really want to like hardcore focus on. So, you know, they're there for fun to kind of fill out what I have going on in the rest of my projects to, you know, make it playful. So I know, well, I don't know for certain, but I am going to attempt to have at least one rollout next update. That is the plan. And maybe if I'm lucky, I will have two. Definitely go check out Dana, Misty, and Steph. Like I said, I know those ladies are doing this project. Of course, Dana is because, you know, we started this together. If you are doing it or would like to do it, let me know down in the comments, and I will get you added to the description box. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until I see you in my next video, have a beautiful day.